Now, unless you've been living under a rock, by now you are well aware of the latest scandal engulfing the Trump administration. It's now being called Signalgate. The Trump administration has been facing criticism after Monday's embarrassing revelation that a team of senior national security officials accidentally added a journalist to a private group chat on Signal. Yeah, that's not good at all. But things just keep getting worse, because now the Senate has just dropped another brand new bombshell on the Trump administration. How's it going? My name is Hunter Avallone with Occupy Democrats. Welcome back to another video. And don't forget to click that subscribe button if you're also ready for somebody else to be president. Now, since Monday's embarrassing revelation, the Trump administration has been scrambling to offer a decent response for this massive scandal. And let's just say it's not going so well. First of all, only a short time ago, Trump decided to downplay the Signal leak. He backed Waltz and pointed the finger at journalists. Mr. Trump stood by his national security advisor, Michael Waltz, who had inadvertently added the journalist, Jeffrey Goldberg, to the chat on the Signal app, which included Vice President J.D. Vance and others.
Well, we have some more of the material that was being discussed on this chat. Pete Hegseth says no war plans, and let's show you what we have, and you can decide if this looks like a war plan. He texted the group at one point, at 2:10, more F-18s launch, second strike package. Then at 2:15, strike drones on target, all caps. This is when the first bombs will definitely drop.
This careless mistake also led to a fiery Senate hearing where Tulsi Gabbard and John Ratcliffe found themselves getting eviscerated.
So I want to get a little more information about this. Director Gabbard, did you participate in the group chat with Secretary of Defense and other Trump senior officials discussing the Yemen war plans?
Senator, I don't want to get into the specifics.
Ma'am, were you on? You're not going to be willing to address. So you're not, are you denying? Ma'am, will you answer my question, ma'am? You were not TG on this group chat?
I'm not going to get into the specifics.
So you refuse to acknowledge whether you were on this group chat?
Senator, I'm not going to get into the specifics.
Why are you going to get into the specifics? Is it because it's all classified?
Because this is currently under review by the National Security
Because
Council.
it's all classified? If it's not classified, share the text now.
This fiery engagement didn't stop Pete Hegseth from just blatantly lying about what was leaked in the messages.
Nobody's texting war plans. Well, I noticed this morning out came something that doesn't look like war plans. And as a matter of fact, they even changed the title to attack plans.
After Hegseth said this, things just continued to get worse, because now the U.S. Senate is even calling out Donald Trump and Pete Hegseth. Tammy Duckworth, a United States Senator from Illinois since 2017, and a retired Army National Guard Lieutenant Colonel, also called out Pete Hegseth on Twitter, saying, "Pete Hegseth is an effing liar. This is so clearly classified info he recklessly leaked that could have gotten our pilots killed. He needs to resign in disgrace immediately." And she backed this up by including a screenshot of one of the leaked messages discussing the timing and even the weather involved for various different missile strikes. And now top Republican senators are calling for an investigation into the Signal leak scandal and demanding answers from the Trump administration, as they raise concerns it will become a, quote, significant political problem if not addressed properly.
Republican leaders on Capitol Hill are interested in investigating this. There's been talk of investigations in both the Senate Intelligence Committee and Armed Services Committees. There's been calls for the Defense Department Inspector General to look in this. Democrats want the Department of Justice to get involved.
The Alaska Republican senator also had some harsh words for the overall Trump administration. Quote, "I am appalled by the egregious security breach from top administration officials. Their disregard for stringent safeguards and secure channels could have compromised a high-stakes operation and put our service members at risk. I hope this serves as a wake-up call that operational security must be a top priority for everyone, especially our leaders." And as the final cherry on top for this entire disaster for the Trump administration, the use of Signal for internal government discussions has also been called into question. A nonprofit organization, American Oversight, sued members of the Trump administration on Tuesday afternoon, saying the app's use violated the Federal Records Act. And in a final twist of irony, this lawsuit has been assigned to the same judge involved in Donald Trump's deportation case.
President Trump has been slamming the judge assigned to the legal battle over deportation flights. U.S. District Judge James Boasberg has been pushing back against the use of a wartime act to deport hundreds of Venezuelan migrants. Now it turns out Judge Boasberg has actually been assigned to another high-profile case, this one surrounding the fallout from the signal messages in the Atlantic article, which we've been talking about all day, right?
So now even Republican senators are turning on Donald Trump. Donald Trump just continues to fail and lose. And sadly, every time Donald Trump loses, America does also.